And we're back. So, got the car back from the paint shop. We did a lot of paint correction, fixed little nuances, stuff like that. I still have a little bit of issues with the fenders back here, but we will figure that out. So, one of the things I'm going to do right now is, once you start polishing stuff, you get stuff all over the place, and so we need to kind of clean that up. And I need to also mark if there's other places I need to, kind of finalize, buff, stuff like that. I can even see a few right now as I'm sitting here in the light here. But I got to get rid of all this residue that's in between the cracks, stuff like that. So I'm going to spend some time doing that. And then we just kind of have to figure out how we're going to move forward on some things, and just try to move forward. Try to move forward. I put the air conditioning on today. It's been on for a few hours. I'm finally out here, and just flings everywhere. I'm finally out here, and we're going to try to just clean some stuff up, and like I said, try to move forward, try to clean up the trim. We got some mocked up pieces for the windows. Started out with some I forgot what you call it, cardboard type stuff, and then we got some aluminum that's just temporarily to get things going. Then we still need to take it to a fabrication shop to do the stainless steel. Again, no return calls. It's just how it is. So we're moving in the right direction, but it's a slow process. The other thing I need to do is I need to order some more trim that's going to go up here. We're finally at the point where I could do the clear self-healing, or now we're talking about maybe even like a carbon fiber vinyl wrap looking that's black to give it a little extra look. I don't know if I'm into that or not. I don't mind carbon fiber, but the trim of the car is black tires, of course, black upholstery, but on the outside of the car there's not much black, so I don't know if that would just look weird. I think the self-healing will protect the fender, but it's probably going to look like crap anyways. I don't think it's going to self-heal that great. If you're getting pummeled all the time, then I think the black would actually hold up better. Because I think it's just going to be like spotted white dots then, instead of white dots on blue, it's going to be white dots on clear. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. So in any case, we're going to give this thing a little whirl, see what we could do. And I'm probably going to have to buy a buffer and buff some of this out myself, because there's just stuff that I see here that I don't see when I'm down there, and it's apparent as I'm just sitting here now for the first time looking at it here. So there you go. It's a process. We got most of the extra product off the car. There's a few areas that I still need to go deep in and get, but for the most part, all good, especially around the doors and stuff like that. I was able to clean up the windows a lot better. Behind the trim, that's where the upholstery leather was coming back around, so I just clipped that all off because that's holding it on. And then I had to get rid of the glue, which came off pretty easy. So yeah, it's kind of tough. It's super humid. It's been 105 degrees in my garage. Air conditioner does pretty good, but you know, it's a little much. And just a lot of things that, like, let's say if we look at a little offset between the valance on the bottom and this one, I could probably put another screw in there and dial it in. On the other side, it's worse. You can see that it's sticking out. But that involves taking the headlight off. That's a two-person job minimum. Very high probability of scratching the car while doing that, especially the fender and the side wall. I'm also starting to hear a little valve lifter tick, which needs an adjustment, which that alone is a whole another can of worms I don't want to deal with. So it's just crazy. So we have these aluminum pieces that have been made to fit on my door. I helped create the templates on the paper templates, and then Greg actually made the aluminum templates. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. But we didn't have a brake able to, you know, leave a flap while, I forgot what he called it. It's like dies or something you pull out, so you could adjust the length and then have pieces sticking out while the other pieces bent in. And he didn't have a machine that's fluid enough, if you will, to do that. So my biggest issue is, well, I could keep dialing in this aluminum template, and then how do we get it to the real template since the aluminum template's only, you know, 95%? I don't know. I don't know how that happens. You know, I'm saying, like, you know, it's not just the flap that needs to keep going straight, but what if it's off otherwise? And maybe at this point, it just doesn't matter. Get it on the car, call it a day. I'm not sure. But so it's just been really, really tough to kind of get motivated to get this thing going. And there's still a few foggy spots in the car. So I think I'm just going to buy a buffer and tackle some of this stuff myself, because I have really good lighting in the garage. And so it just makes it a lot easier to see stuff, where at the other place, it's not easy to see. So, you know, you can see, probably see it. There's a lot of fog all through here. And then you come over here and it's like glass. So that fog all has to be taken out. And there's some fog on the fenders and a few other areas. But, you know, we keep moving forward, but then a little bit back, forward, a little bit back. I was kind of hoping that we were just forward on this one, but we're not. So in any case, I want to put out some positive videos. That's all I want to do is put out positive videos. I've been working on the doors too. You know, they're still sagging, and I crank the crap out of them and they still sag. And all I could attribute that to is I should have never painted the hinges. I should have only painted the back of the hinges and not where the bolts go. And I've even sanded off the paint, but I don't know if I went 100% down to metal. I don't believe I did. I think I just roughed it up thinking that'd be good. But I think it's almost like it's slick. It allows it to slide. So plus I personally, because of my injuries and stuff I have, I can't super crank stuff down without affecting my health. So I've seen other people like go at it and just crank a whole nother turn on these bolts. However, they did that and they're still sagging. So, you know, I have no explanation for that except for I should have never painted my hinges. That's kind of where we're at. We're going to keep going. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're going to keep going. I'd love to get all the stuff ordered for the fenders and all that stuff. I'm going to actually, now that I think about it, I kind of forgot about that. I'm going to try to measure that stuff out today and see if I can get some stuff ordered, because anything moving in the right direction is just one more thing done. Like even some of this stuff where it's all just temporary until we finalize it. It's like, let's just finalize it. If I do have to take all this off, that's probably the first thing I need to do, get that tweaked. Or possibly take the whole thing off, do the valve adjustments. I think people are feeling my pain, and I know a lot of it is probably self-inflicted. But yeah, mentally I've kind of moved on, and here I am struggling with these last pieces to get it through. And I was more than happy to pay someone to just like finish the door and be done with it. But and I did. We're halfway there, and I've paid for it. But yeah, not the same as just dropping it off and boom, done, move on. So this kind of brings me up to the next topic is, after going through this paint correction and where are we at with the car? Well, if I decide to go with the black on the fenders, then then the car will be drivable, and I still want to kind of preserve it for one full car season, which is, let's say October to April of next year. And that means that I have to actually go and get a trailer, because in Arizona, I'm not even confident of putting this on a open trailer and driving down the highway, because there's just rocks flying everywhere, and I've had chips on the side of my daily drivers. I've replaced windshields multiple times just in the last 10 years, and I'm only on the highway for 10 minutes. And so imagine driving to a car show and you get like, one or two big gashes in the side of the car from a 75 mile per hour, rock come flying up, take out the windshield, put a big gash in the side of the car. So I just don't feel confident in that. And so I'm starting to look at enclosed trailers and, storage. And I'm kind of even though I spent a lot of money on this car, I am technically a financial frugal person, and spending, up to $100 a month storing a trailer, great for one season. Do I want to do that for 10 years? Absolutely not. That's like money just being pissed away. So, of course, I have an HOA here, so I can't store the trailer here. And the size of trailer I'd need to, put this car in it, pretty big, probably a 20-foot enclosed, 8.5 wide. So I'm able to get out of the doors. And, I'm not too worried about the trailer losing value, because they seem to hold very well, but it's the storage, everything that goes along with it. And I need to do an aluminum trailer if I want to use this vehicle to actually tow it, which was the whole point of getting that vehicle. So, if you have an all steel trailer, then you need a pickup truck, or 3/4 ton or 1 ton pickup truck to like be pulling those. If I get an aluminum trailer, then I'm just right in that range where, I could use my regular vehicle to drive. So, and I don't really, not that I have money to buy a pickup truck and all that stuff, but, I don't need a pickup truck sitting in my driveway that's just, rotting in the sun, in Arizona sun, just to drive a few times. So there's things like that I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way to approach this. And it's a process, I might go to 1 or 2 shows and go, I'm not really having fun doing this. I have no idea. So I've only been to one car show, one real car show where it was like a whole day event where I entered my Corvette before. And that was fun, because that's actually a cool show. I forgot what it's called, but it's in Fountain Hills, Arizona, on pretty much supercars from all over the West Coast, comes to this area. They have a few thousand cars. It's a pretty wicked event. So that was fun, but, and I have family up there and stuff, so no big deal. But, so yeah, I'm not really sure. We're going to kind of figure out where we go from here. And, yeah, a lot of indecision going on in this brain, trying to figure out how to move forward. And, of course, I want to work on the van and I'm already, 3/4 into, probably actually 90% into having the full van figured out, what I want to do, how I'm going to do it, the cost of doing it. Like, I got it all planned out and I could pull the trigger at any moment, but I haven't finished this car yet. And so that's really been an issue. And then I keep thinking about the van, like the wheels are underneath the car, so I don't have to worry about rock chips, and I could, hit the gas and not care about it, And so there's a lot of mind play going on that's kind of screwing with me right now. So in any case, hopefully the temperatures out here will actually go down. It's, like I said, 105 in the garage normally. And it's been like 115 outside, which is just insane. And so you could see even right now, I've been in air conditioning. It's only like 85 in here right now. And I'm like, my face is bright red. Like I'm overheated being in here, and just kind of tired of it. I spent the last few weekends in the paint booth while it was 115 outside, no air conditioning, just a little bit of a individual swamp cooler blowing. And I'm kind of done. Like, I've had enough heat for the last few weeks. So I'm going to call it a day on this one, try to make a plan, maybe make some measurements, order some stuff in. And however, that all being said, the reveal video is finished. It's ready to go. It's been 2 years in the making. I'm really proud of it. It's coming very, very soon. Got a few other things along with it that I'm trying to get set up and finalized, but the main video is all finished, and so I'm really excited about that. Definitely a labor of love, and will be very revealing, and I don't know, I'm really excited about it. But in any case, till next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and hitting the like button and all that crazy stuff that YouTube consumers do. Have a good one.